Assalamu alaikum dear students. Students, as you already know, we are continuing the topic of chemical nature of DNA in chromosomes in DNA chapter. So chemical nature of DNA is a long question, as I have already told you about it. And now if we talk about the MCQs, Erwin Charagaff had showed that the amount of adenine in DNA always equals the amount of thymine and guanine equals the amount of cytosine. तो एडिनिन के अमाउंट जो है डीएनए में वो थायमिन के इक्वल ही होती है और गुआनिन के साइटोसिन के इक्वल होती है. एंड ऑल्सो कि देयर इज ऑलवेज इक्वल प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ प्यूरिन्स, यानी एडिनिन और गुआनिन इन दोनों का इक्वल प्रोपोर्शन है, और पायरामिडीन जिसमें साइटोसिन और थायमिन आती है इन दोनों की इक्वल प्रोपोर्शन ही होती है. तो एडिनिन जो है वो थायमिन के इक्वल है, जबकि गुआनिन साइटोसिन के इक्वल है. तो एडिनिन गुआनिन दोनों प्यूरिन्स हैं, ये दोनों पायरामिडीन के इक्वल होती हैं. इट इज व्हाट ही इज सेइंग इन शॉर्ट. देन रोजालिंड फ्रैंकलिन prepared X-ray diffraction pattern of DNA, and diffraction pattern showed that DNA molecule had a shape of helix. It is double helix. You may be asked in the form of short question or MCQs. DNA has the shape of helix. It is double helix and diameter of about 2 nanometer and complete helical turn every 3.4 nanometer. So next is very important long question, that is double helical structure of DNA. Watson and Crick model. They proposed a molecule of DNA that is simple double helix, and base pair always consists of purines which are large and pyrimidine which are small, and diameter of molecule is 2 nanometer. These are very important MCQs. Hydrogen bond exists between bases in a base pair, and the base pairs are planar, flat and stacked 0.34 nanometer apart, as well as hyperphobic interactions contributing to the overall stability of molecule. And also in a double helix, adenine forms 2 hydrogen bond with thymine and guanine forms 3 hydrogen bond with cytosine. Right? These are also very important MCQs regarding board examinations. So students, this is the double helical structure of DNA, and if you are asked about the long question Watson and Crick model, then you have to draw this structure. And the Watson and Crick model suggested that the basis for copying the genetic information is complementary, right? In semi-conservative replication, 133 strands of duplex separate out, each acting as model or mold, along which new nucleotides are arranged, thus giving rise to 2 new duplexes. Next short question is conservative model of DNA, and the conservative model stated that the parental double helix would remain intact and generate DNA copies consisting of entirely new molecule. ठीक है, तो कंजर्वेटिव मॉडल कहते हैं कि जो पेरेंटल डबल हेलिक्स है वो वैसा का वैसा ही रहेगा और वो नई डीएनए की कॉपीज जो है वो बनाएगा और वो बिल्कुल न्यू मॉलिक्यूल होंगे. ठीक है, पेरेंटल डबल हेलिक्स जो है वो वहाँ वो कंजर्व रहेगा. इट इज कंजर्वेटिव मॉडल. एंड नेक्स्ट इज डिस्पर्सिव मॉडल. Dispersive model predicted that the parental DNA would become completely dispersed and that each strand of all the daughter molecules would be a mixture of old and new DNA. तो dispersive model के अकॉर्डिंग parental DNA खुद डिस्पर्स हो जाएगा और हर स्ट्रैंड पेरेंटल डीएनए डिस्पर्स हो जाएगा कम्प्लीटली और हर डॉटर स्ट्रैंड वो मिक्सचर होगा ओल्ड और न्यू डीएनए का. ठीक है, तो ये है डिस्पर्सिव मॉडल. So next is Michelson and Starr's experiment. Students, it is very important long question. The 3 hypotheses of DNA replication were evaluated by Matthew Michelson and Franklin Stahl of California Institute of Technology in 1958. So it is a long question, and at the end of this topic there is the result of Michelson and Stahl's experiment. They interpreted their results as follows, and the results of Michelson and Stahl's experiment clearly confirmed the prediction of Watson-Crick model that DNA replicates in a semi-conservative model. DNA semi-conservative model में replicate करता है. Well students, this is the end of our today's topics. Okay, thank you very much students.